How much is a flight attendant salary in Singapore? It is not easy to get a flight attendant job in Singapore. You need to be healthy, have good grammar, and be able to speak English. You also need to have a high school diploma or higher and at least 2 years of customer service experience. Flight attendants are also required to have a valid passport, which must not expire within 6 months of the date of application. They must be at least 18 years old and they cannot have any criminal convictions. Flight attendant salary in Singapore range depending on the carrier. If you landing a flight attendant position with Scoot, you can expect $1,600 per month, while flying with Singapore Airlines Cabin Crew can expect up to $5,000. The average salary for flight attendants in Singapore is 3,000 Singapore dollars to 4,000 per month depending on their experience and qualifications. What to expect as a new flight attendant? A flight attendant's job is one of the most demanding jobs in the world. They have to wake up early, be on their feet all day, and work in high-pressure environments. But it's also one of the most rewarding. Flight attendants are a key component in ensuring that passengers are safe and comfortable throughout their journey. And they're usually the first people that passengers interact with at an airport or on a plane. That means they're often responsible for setting the tone for how a passenger's experience will be, which can make them feel like anything from an angel to a hero to an enemy depending on how things go. How to become a flight attendant? Becoming a flight attendant is a great career choice for people who are interested in travel and customer service. This presentation will give you the information you need to become a flight attendant. The first step to becoming a flight attendant is getting an interview. In order to get an interview, you must have an updated resume and cover letter, as well as be prepared for the interview process. Next, you will need to go through the interview process. The interview process can include a group and individual interview, as well as background check, drug test, and health check. The interview process can include a number of different steps and can vary depending on the company. The interview process includes 3 phases. 1. A phone screen with a recruiter or hiring manager to discuss your skills and experience, ask questions, and offer feedback. 2. In-person interview to determine if you are an appropriate fit for the position. 3. A trial period of working with the company. After being successfully hired, you will be required to complete training that lasts for about 3 weeks, followed by more on-the-job training. What does the typical day of a flight attendant look like? Flight attendants are responsible for the safety and comfort of passengers. They provide customer service, educate passengers about safety and emergency procedures, and serve food and beverages. A typical day for a flight attendant can vary greatly depending on the airline, the type of aircraft being flown, the route of travel, and what time of year it is. Flight attendants are required to maintain an immaculate appearance at all times so that they can project professionalism to their customers. Flight attendant top tips and best practices from the pros. Flight attendants are the face of the airline who interact with passengers. They have to be knowledgeable and professional at all times. We have collected some of the best tips from flight attendants for being a good stewardess. 1. Smile, be friendly, and always greet passengers when they come on board. 2. Be mindful of your body language and how it may affect passengers. 3. Try to make passengers feel as comfortable as possible by providing them with information, such as how long they will be in the air or what's on their flight's in-flight entertainment system. 4. Offer assistance to those who need it, like those traveling with children or those who need a wheelchair or oxygen tank. Do you have what it takes to be a successful flight attendant? Being an airline stewardess is not for everyone. It requires a lot of hard work and dedication. You need to be able to communicate in many languages and have a certain level of education. You also need to have a good sense of humor and be able to deal with difficult people. Flight attendants are the first line of service that passengers see when they board the plane, so they need to be friendly, helpful, and welcoming. They also need to maintain their composure in any situation, including emergencies or delays. Why you should consider becoming a flight attendant. Flight attendants are the people who make sure that all the passengers are safe and comfortable. They serve drinks, food, and provide entertainment on board to make the flight more enjoyable. The job of a flight attendant is not as easy as it looks. They need to be able to handle any situation that might arise during a flight, and they also need to have a great personality so that they can work well with people from different backgrounds and cultures.